Understanding cPanel. cPanel is a web hosting control panel that is used by most web hosting providers to allow their customers to interact with their web servers. cPanel allows those who don't have a computer science degree to use a graphic interface to perform almost everything you need to do on a Unix web server. In this video, we will take a short tour of the items that are included on most cPanel setups and what you can do with cPanel. When you signed up with your web host, they gave you a link to access the cPanel on your account. Using that login information, let's go to your cPanel. The first thing you'll notice is that the opening page or dashboard has basic information about your account on the left and icons of different actions you can perform on the right. Along the top can be a series of tabs that allows you to access other areas of cPanel and your web hosting account, or it can be all included in the icons on the right. Every web hosting provider is a little different about what is included in the data on the left, the icons on the right, and sometimes the tabs on the top. On the left, you should see mostly data about your account, your domains, your email accounts, your monthly bandwidth, and a lot more. On the right side, the icons are grouped together in categories. You can move these category boxes up and down based on what order you want to access them. One thing you will want to look for is the box labeled Software Services. Inside it, you will find something called either Simple Scripts or Fantastico. These are service companies that allow you to have a simplified setup of most of the popular content management systems. If neither of these appear in your Software Services box, it does not mean that you can't just set up a CMS like WordPress or Joomla on your server. It just means you will have to do it manually. You will see many of the icons in your cPanel regularly, but it's probably a good idea to get started with the Getting Started wizard if you have not worked the cPanel before. It is usually located in the upper left corner on the Preferences category box. When you go to set up email addresses for your domain, look in the Mail category box. You will either use the email accounts or forwarders icons shown here. Our video, Setting Up Your Own Business Email Address, provides details on how to perform this process. There also is a category box for logs, which is how you would track your number of visitors and access data to your website. We have another video in our training about setting up analytics called Setting Up Website Analytics, which we recommend to perform the same service. But if you want to use the log program offered by your web host, you can access it here. There is another category box for security. The most common icon you would use here is for password protect directories. This is for when you want to require a username and password for an area of your website. Most of the time when you set up an account at a web host, you have what is called a primary domain. If you want to have other domains and other websites on your web hosting account, you can create what are called add-on domains, and you'll use the icons in the Domains category box to access this area. If you use a content management system, or CMS, to set up your website, it requires a database to maintain the information for the website. The most common database used by CMSs is MySQL. In the database category box, you'll find your MySQL databases, a MySQL database wizard, which helps you build new databases, and PHP MyAdmin to help you access the databases that are already built. There are many other things you can do with cPanel, but for most web administration work, you can get mostly by with the information I just covered. Make yourself comfortable with it and don't hesitate to contact your web hosting support if you need assistance in working with cPanel. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to stop by our site to pick up the checklist for the video, which includes more information and resources.